Howdy folks, welcome back to my World of Tanks replays with the mighty Jingles. What we're looking at here is the M48A1, the American Tier 10 medium tank. And there have been a lot of complaints about the old Pattern 3 and how it had been nerfed into oblivion in patch 8. Now, what you're seeing here is games that I played with it on the test server, so that comes with a caveat that, you know, it's applicable to all the games on the test server. First of all, people could be firing gold ammunition at us. I don't know, I have no real way of telling. Secondly, I have never played the M48 on the live servers. I've only ever played it on the test servers, so I don't really have anything to compare it to. So what you're looking at here is somebody who's never really played the M48. So bear that in mind when you hear what I have to say about it. And now I know in theory what's happened is that well, basically the E50M is the long-range sniper, the T62 is the brawler of the Tier 10 mediums, and the M48 didn't really, well, the one thing that it had that made it stand out was its accuracy on the move. It was a very, very good drive-by killing tank, and that's where it's been nerfed. The accuracy on the move has taken a hit, the shot dispersion after firing has taken a hit, and so on and so on. It's had all sorts of nerfs that have basically affected the only thing about it that really made it stand out from the competition. So, bearing that in mind, this is why I thought I'd give it a go in the test server.
Enemy armor is destroyed.
And I have to say, I haven't really had any problems. I haven't had any problems with the Pattern 3. I still think it's a good tank. Bear in mind, of course, as I said, my experience with this thing is purely from the test servers. I played it on the physics test server. I played it on the patch 7.5 test server, and now I'm playing it here again on the patch 8 test server. And I had a lot of fun driving this tank under all circumstances. Oh, nasty old lag spike there. Of course, frame rate issues here. This is test server footage. Things are much, much, much better now that patch 8's live.
That one ricocheted. Enemy armor is damaged.
And it just doesn't seem to... I mean, look at how quickly it aims.
That one didn't go through.
It may be that that's not as good as it used to aim, but it still aims pretty damn fast. So while, I do sympathise with pattern drivers who are complaining about how it isn't as good as it used to be, it's still pretty damn good. It's kind of like the Marder in all the nerfs he used to get game after game after game prior to patch 8. Patch 8 finally nerfed it into oblivion, but it was still a good machine despite the various nerfs.
Looks like that one went right through.
What you're seeing here is the nerfed version of the Pattern 3 on the patch 8 test server. I thought I may as well give it a go.
We just dinged him.
And I had a lot of fun in this tank. As you can see, I'm racking up the kills here in a tier 10 game. Yeah, I'm going to have to get off my ass. Taking shots at this range of that IS-7 is never going to be fruitful. I'm going to have to get off my ass and do the medium tank thing, get down there into the cap zone. Bearing in mind I only have 685 health left. But I've still got this gun. Here we go. Oh. And I suppose that's the sort of thing I'm talking about. Accuracy on the move. it's still not bad. You can't really argue with that. And if this is what it's like now on patch 8, I can only begin to imagine how amazingly good a tank this was prior to patch 8. You know, between 7.5 and 8, when the firing on the move was at its best, I can only begin to imagine how amazingly good driving one of these things must have been. So, well, I think the results speak for themselves, although, you know, I suppose it could have been a fluke. Second class mastery badge, first game I played in the M48 on the test server. Sharpshooter, 2,600 XP, 40,000 credits. Can't really argue with that. That would have still been a profit even without a premium account. 3 kills, damage, what, 5? Oh yeah, that'll do. Got the second highest amount of XP on the team. Joint top for kills, survived. Yeah, I don't really think we had any problems in that game. 16 shots fired, 13 direct hits, 9 of them penetrated. 2,200 damage, a little on the low side. Took 3 hits. Yeah, looks okay to me. Could have been a fluke, I suppose. So, well, let's have another go, just to be on the safe side. So, my third game on the test server with the M48 was on port, and it was an utter disaster. I screwed up. Got myself trapped and surrounded by mediums and died really, really fast. So I'm not going to show you that one because it was horrible and I was crap. But here we are on airfield, and I kind of like airfield as well. I think it's a map with a lot of options. And again, test server games, just tier 10s as far as the eye can see, with a bunch of high tier artillery. There aren't even any tier 5 scouts in this game, so this one should be interesting. Oh wait, there's a lone tier 9, poor little IS-8. Alright, T62A wants to go first, I ain't going to stop him. Very conscious of the fact that they have some big old nasty tank destroyers over here, and if I poke my nose around this corner I'm likely to be saying hello to them very, very soon. So particularly, because I mean I play tank destroyers and I start on the other side of the map and I know exactly where I go and I know exactly which tanks I kill first, and it's the ones that go around where this IS-7 and T110E5 are going. As you can see, they're paying the price. Unfortunately, myself and this E5 both had the same idea, and it's only going to work for one of us. Oh, give me a break. Whoa, 50B. Oh, and I don't have the gun depression. Oh, he's on fire anyway. There we go, dead. Oh, T62. And I don't think he saw me, and he's probably going to come to regret taking that route. Yes, hit him, damaged him, blew his tracks off. Now he is totally screwed. And if I can get shot into what, side of the turret, go for the ammo rack? Yeah. Yeah, ammo racked. Yes. Had a choice there. Engine, ammo rack. Yeah, both are good. And we're losing horribly, of course. 4-8. And I haven't exactly been covering myself in glory in this game. I made a couple of dubious tactical choices. But, you know, whoa, hello. Ah, that one was never going to hit. It's not giving a free shot back at us. Yeah, bounced off our turret. Getcha. And angle, and angle. And he's not even aiming for us, he's going for a friend. Oh crap, a mouse and a 268. Yeah, he went for the IS-7, which was probably the smarter choice. Oh, good old hit. Unfortunately, I'm going to need a few more of those. IS-7 is screwed, and I don't want to. Oh, crap. Oh, he just blew my tracks off. Oh.
Our driver is dead. We can barely move. We nailed it bad.
Here it comes. I'm going to die. Yeah.
This vehicle has had it.
Batchat 155. So yeah, I don't know what it is about the test server and the M48A1, but it just seemed to love throwing me in encounter battles on steps. But you know, I don't mind encounter battles on steps, so I wasn't going to complain. I did tend to get a lot more encounter battles than usual when I was on the test server, probably because I didn't turn encounter battles off. So I think, I suspect the majority of people were turning off anything other than standard battles, and so if you had encounter battles selected, you probably got more of them than otherwise, purely because there was a smaller pool of players prepared to play it. But hey, you know. So again, you know, same deal, just start from the other side of the map, let's see what this baby can do. And again, your typical test server matchmaking. Tier 10s as far as the eye can see. One T50-2, well, two of them, one on each team, and a T34 is probably thinking, what the hell did I do to deserve this? Yeah, this is going to be a lucky shot. Not much of that Batchat showing. And he's 468 metres away. And now he's trying to return fire at us with his gun. Good luck with that. And he's dead. Oh yes, he's tracked. He's got his flank onto me. Come on, reload. Reload. Done this. Good shot. His tracks are back up. Yeah, not going to get him again. Well, I might. Oh, did actually hit him. Probably bounced off his turret though. Right, anyway, yeah. And you know, old habits die hard. I keep playing these tanks as snipers, but they keep giving me these shots from this range. And this is almost certainly the wrong way to be playing the Pattern 3, but I am conditioned from driving too many German tanks too early on in my World of Tanks career that if I see a shot, regardless of the range, I will tend, my initial reaction is always to stop and take that shot. And some of the tanks I drive, that's really, really not what you should be doing. But it's just a habit that I've gotten into. But you know, circumstances like this, where there's suddenly nothing for me to stop and shoot at, I tend to revert to type and stop playing the tank the way it should be played. So here we go, hey, medium tank, let's go. Oh, but I'll take that shot. Look at him pushing that T50-2 back. He's going to try and crush him. Okay, I don't want to get shot at by the Jagdpanzer 100. He's been tracked. Oh yeah. Now his upper glacis. This is the right angle to be shooting at his upper glacis. Oh, unbelievable. Ah, he's screwed. He's so dead. Oh, and speaking of being screwed, have a look at the map. Look at this guy down here. Right, this fella's in trouble. serious trouble. We need to get our haul ass, get over there and help him out. He is so dead. Yeah, there he goes. It was a mouse. And I'm doing it again. Targets pop up on the map and I just stop. He looks like he's pointing his gun at me. Ugh. This is so not the way to be playing an M48. But, you know, like I said, I grew up driving German tanks. This is what you do in German tanks, because you can't hit these shots at this sort of range.
Penetration.
Tank destroyer there. Object 263 just got swarmed by 3 of their tank destroyers. Come on. IS-4 trying to hit that 50B.
Went right through.
Leave the IS-7 to the 50B. Oh, no. Okay, now back to the IS-4. Now all that's left are their TDs. Oh, hello. Gotcha. Aim for that ammo rack. He will get through it every single time on a 263 if he shows you his sides. Because the sides of a 263 are just made of ammo racks. Now they do have 2 big tank destroyers, but we've got lots of mediums, so they're totally screwed. So I'm still not really playing this thing the way a medium tank should be played, and that's due to my German tank heritage. I recognise that it is a problem I have when I'm driving anything that isn't a German tank, and it is a problem, and it's not really doing any favours to the strengths and weaknesses of the M48A1. But sooner or later I'm going to play this thing properly. So there it is. It wasn't a great game. I mean, it's difficult to do well. You see, here's the thing about driving all these tier 10 mediums on the test server. Everybody is driving tier 10s. You never get into a game where there's you and 2 of the tier 10s, then half a dozen tier 9s, a couple of tier 8s, scouts and artillery. It's just scouts, artillery and tier 10s as far as the eye can see. And it's not easy to get a good result in that kind of game, especially in a medium tank. You know, your work is cut out for you. Getting some kills and surviving is a hell of a challenge in that kind of match, and yet here I am getting kills and surviving and coming out of it with 1000 XP per game. In fact, that's not the only result. Let's have a look. Which one was that? Steps. There you go. And we didn't do very well in this game at all. But we still did 1150 XP and 44,000 credits. Damaged 2 tanks, killed 1. In fact, where's my service record? Oh, this is a really annoying bug, by the way. It keeps skipping to a random tank every time you exit the battle results window, rather than the one that you were in. Or I think it's going to the next one that you need to do the daily double on. But anyway, I digress. Let me just get to my service record in the pattern. And there's only 4 games played on the test server, so I realise that it is statistically insignificant. However, in 4 games I have 6 kills. I've killed 3 in one game, and these are all tier 10s. 73% hit ratio. I'm earning an average of 974 experience per game. That's not bad. It's not a bad tank. You can't get... and yes, I know it's only 4 games, but you can't get that sort of performance in a bad tank. You just can't do it. Now, undeniably, the M48 is being hit with the Nerfbat, and there's quite a comprehensive package of nerfs have been slapped on this thing. The aiming time has been increased to 2 seconds, which is still an okay aiming time. what else has happened? The rate of fire has been lowered by about half a round a minute. The dispersion on the gun has increased while moving. But basically the patterns thing was, I mean, the E50M was the sniper, the T62A was the brawler with the highest DPM, the Batchat was just the Batchat. It was just, so French. You can't really compare the Batchat to the other tier 10 mediums. And the patterns thing was, it was a drive-by executioner. Its accuracy on the move was really, really good. And it could basically circle you while firing and never missing. That was the thing that the pattern did. All of the other tanks had something they did better than everybody else. Well, does the pattern still have the whole fire on the move thing going? Well, I think so. I mean, the E50M isn't bad at it, but it's way better at sniping. I think the pattern, now more than ever, requires a vertical stabilizer. And of course, if you already had one fitted, you're probably going to notice the change. And this is where I'm at a disadvantage here, because I have only ever played this tank on the test servers, 7.5 and 8. I've never played it on live, so I really don't have a frame of reference to compare it to. So I can't sit here and say, oh yeah, firing on the move, the accuracy is just horrible now, oh, it's half the tank it was. I can't sit here and say that because I don't know what it's like on the live server. What I can sit here and tell you is, it's not a bad tank. It's still a good tier 10 medium. It's just not as good, apparently, at doing what it was really good at, firing and killing things on the move. That doesn't mean it's a bad tank. I've had a lot of fun with it. It is a very, very enjoyable tank to drive. I would certainly still recommend it. I can't imagine any existing M48 drivers are going to be overjoyed at the nerfs that it's received, because it is quite a comprehensive package of nerfs. But you need to understand that you're not getting a bad tank at the end of it all. It's still a good tank, and if you're any good, you can still do well in it. Does it deserve the range of nerfs that have been applied to it? I couldn't say. It seems a bit harsh. Any one or two of the nerfs that it's had would probably be justified, but all of them together? I don't know. And again, I need to repeat this. At the end of it all, it's still a good machine, as you can see by my results in it. A nub like me, never driven one before, except for on the 7.5 test server, and I'm still getting kills, and I'm still averaging 1000 XP per game. It's not a bad tank. So, that was the M48A1, the Pattern 3 on the Patch 8 test server. I hope I've gone some way to, well, I won't say reassure current M48 drivers. You guys know what's happening with this tank, but just rest assured that while it's not going to be quite as good as it was, you've still got a pretty good tank in your garage. Take care, catch you on the battlefield.